You would be the one to get the call to retire Henry. So now that you're only a few days away from being the last man to get to face Henry Cejudo in the UFC, I guess, what are you feeling about Henry, and what do you make of just his whole career and your history between you two?
I feel that it's an honor. I think it's a very fitting end for such a, I don't know, just one of the greatest to ever do it, honestly. I have a lot of respect for Henry, and I think it's going to make for a really good fight. You know, everybody loved Old Yeller at one time, but all good dogs have to be put down the same. So that's how I feel about it.
Question for Henry, right here. Obviously, you know, Payton just said, you know, all dogs have to be put down at some point. So what do you make of, you know, this your last fight week? Are you approaching this any differently? And do you have a message for the crowd, considering this will be the last pre-fight press conference you'll get to speak with them?
Can you guys boo me first before I start? Listen, he can, you know, Payton's good, man. He's an up-and-comer. I even consider him a friend, man. Like, he's a dude that's, you know, real recognizes real. So I know what I'm up against, and I think he knows too. And, you know, I probably taught him that line. I don't know if I told you that line, Payton, but I know he's ready. I'm ready. And I hope, Payton, that you can, you know, like I told you before, man, you can take over the king of cringe, bro. You're already getting booed, bro. Look at these dudes.
I'm all for it. I welcome it.
Question for Bogdan. We see you with the Hitman outfit here.
So much of your career has been framed around legacy, the Olympic gold, 2-division weight champion. When the cage door closes, for what you say is the last time, what part of your legacy feels the most complete, and what part do you think you're going to leave unfinished?
And honestly, it's giving these guys an opportunity, saving the flyweight division. You know, you can always have gold, but honestly, if it wasn't for the decision of me staying down at 125 pounds and, you know, knocking out TJ Dillashaw and then becoming a 2-division champion, then that's when Dana said, you know what, I like this kid. The flyweights are really good. So I think that's one of the biggest things. But even here today, like, Brandon stayed with me. He's trained together. Pantoja, man, even Payton's come over to the house too, man, just to kind of just share knowledge. So it's one of the biggest things to me is honestly giving back to the sport. And obviously on top of, you know, all the accomplishments, but the reality is it's that, man. So, you know, I know Dana's not here, and I'm not sure if he's going to give me the mic after the fight, but I even thank him too. I want to thank Dana White. You know, he took the UFC, they bought the UFC for $2 million to eventually be in the hole for $47 million in the hole, and yet he's still stuck with the sport, and I believe him. I believe that the UFC will be the biggest and greatest sport on earth.
Just to follow up on that, Henry, do you feel like there's a part of your legacy that you're going to leave unfinished, and how okay are you with that?
Maybe some of the fights. I would say even with Brandon, O'Malley, I felt like those were great fights that the fans could have got. O'Malley, yeah. Like, you watch my shit. Am I wrong? But yeah, I think some of those spectacles that could have happened, but they just never did. One with O'Malley being in Arizona, and then obviously with me and Brandon, you know, him being Mexican and me being Mexican-American, would have been great too. But that's not the case, and sometimes it sucks because the fans, you know, I would have loved to, but, you know, me and Brandon, we're going to talk after this, man. I think there's a lot of things that we could hash out, and that's it, man. Like, this case closed for me.
Question. Thing specific that you could think that Payton will learn from you in the octagon this Saturday night?
How do I answer that question? How do I answer? Can you repeat the question? I don't know if I got it.
Is there anything about your technique or your legacy that you think that Payton could learn from you in the octagon this Saturday night?
I'm not going to give the game plan here, but you guys have to tune in. Saturday night, ESPN Plus, last pay-per-view of the year. Buy it. Don't illegally stream it.